How does one connect the body knowledge, dissolving of body knowledge to the meditation practice? I mean, in daily life.
Meditation is temporary. I'll tell you. After meditation, knowledge has to be absorbed slowly. There are other questions. I'm meditating. I've done meditation. How it will come together whether I realize or not? It's the main question.
So you can say that.
See, there is a common question. Suppose I follow meditation. After following meditation, after following bhajan, etc., after knowledge, how are we come to know whether I realize or not? That's the main question for everybody.
Or maybe not realized, I would say that how do I connect body knowledge, dissolving of the body knowledge to the...
It happens spontaneously. Because it is open fact. Body is not an identity, it's open fact.
That's true.
What is not human identity is also true. Because of attachment, we are having subtle ego. I am somebody else. All that ego will be dissolved. The moment you have a conviction, this is not to remain constant. One or other it will go. Who is acting within this body? So you are using your body just like instrument. Not neglecting your body. But you are knowing that this body identity is not going to be yet. So this Maharaj is given some very good example. So neighbor's child on your suffering from severe fever. You feel sorry for that child. No. But very pity. But at the same time you are knowing this child does not belong to me. It's not my child. This child is neighbor's child. Same. This child is my element child. I'm taking care of this. But I'm not concerned because prior to being this, his body shape was not there. After living body, he did not came in. But your presence will be there because it was there prior to body. But it is presence of invisible presence. Yes, all the presence will be. Through which you're talking, through which you're dreaming. In dream you see each and everything. Who has created dream world? You are sleeping. That invisible inertia, unidentified presence, taken shape of the world in dream. Not even that. You are acting in that dream. You are acting in that dream. You are enjoying that dream. After everything, oh, it's very good time and very nice. So who is playing all the persons, people from that dream? They are sleeping. That means the spontaneous presence projected that dream world. Same thing. But we are having some sort of ego and somebody else. Ego supported dissolve. The second thing, how will I come to know the whether I am realized or not? Number one, try to understand. Realizing means spontaneous conviction about your ultimate truth. It is symptoms. Spiritual science has given some symptoms. You can measure the symptoms. If that symptom appear within you, they sign up realization. What symptoms are that? There are 6 symptoms. Number 1, Kshama. Hindi Kshama. Tolerance. Forgiveness. Just like the example of Jesus Christ. He was nailing, putting the nails inside. Even that pitiable condition, what he says, oh God, what these people are doing is not what they are doing. Forgive them. Even if you see our case happens, slap it, abuse him. But in that case also, we have strong conviction. And nothing to do with the body. They are torturing the body, not to me. They can't torture me. They are not doing what they are doing. Forgive them. It is Kshama. Dhamma means tolerance. Tolerate any unpleasant atmosphere appears around you. Put toleration. You're not giving paying any attention to that thing. It happens because we are human beings. Many cases something unpleasant happens. Family, anything. But because you have got conviction, you are not taking suppose notice of that atmosphere. So Dhamma, tolerance. Suppose in a situation, somebody talking to somebody, abhijit. XYZ says it, somebody else. Then neglect it. Okay. Abhijit, not to me. The great example of Buddha, there's some Surya. Lady abusing very bad language. It was calm and quiet. The lady irritated. Why you are not irritated? Oh mother, you wanted to give me something. I am not accepting it. Without readiness. Suppose you offer me this. I am not taking this. It remains with you. She had offered abuses. I am not taking it.
What did you say? She offered what?
Abuse. She gave abuses. Bad language.
Okay.
So he is not getting irritation. She had taken charge. I am making him irritated. But they are not irritated. So after she got irritated. And she said, so I am abusing you to irritate you. You are not irritating. So what he says, oh my mother, you like to offer me something, but I will not accept it. It remains with you. Like that. This is just example, stories. Just to conversation, tolerance. Shamadam titiksha. Titiksha means just to know the reality. Just to know the reality. It is said, you are Brahman, I say Brahman. I am Brahman. Everybody says you are Brahman. But you are not convinced, I am Brahman. I am Atman, Paramatma. That just to know the reality, that is titiksha. And to knowing that reality, your knowledge will be absorbed. Internal happiness is all this layer of illusion will disappears. Titiksha then put in this. Uparati. Uparati means no attraction of the world. Suppose lot of money given to you. When any beautiful lady come around with you, you are unconcerned with it. Sign of conviction. It has some story about this saintly person who was sitting for worship or something like that. So one beautiful lady gone from that side. So one person following that lady and says, oh, Saint, have you seen a beautiful lady passing this way? There's one beautiful dead body over there. What does it say? Magician. He remains unconcerned with it. Beautiful or great, not concerned. Body is not beautiful, so he remains unconcerned. That is, say, Uparati. No attraction to the body. Attraction is never attraction. But there is no attraction, no attachment. It's fourth side. Then bhakti and devotion. And then faith. Faith means trust. Oh, when you come message, after knowing the audit, you have some strong faith without your learn. Or the six symptoms appears within you, the sign of realization. So, dry knowledge is not there. For God discussion, dry knowledge, Brahmana is very easy. After reading so many Vedas, they're indicating something, they're signaling something. Vedas, or this last time somebody came, he said, I learned Vaishnava, Shiva, and this thing, that. What do you use? How long you have to search about yourself this time? Everything within you. Why to search? Because you are unaware that awareness is through the masters. Why masters is required? Because I will miss the address. You will not know. Asking the address, where it is. After reaching the address, you don't have to search that thing. When everything is there, you are. When search stop, there you are. So there is no way. It's a large distinction. The presence is large distinction. Through which you are listening to, reading to, talking, practicing. But the presence, invisible presence, identified presence is that. I've given the name presence. See that? We have created a language just to share the known knowledge of conversation. So not to take literal meaning, but how to connect with it. That's all. Hello, Walter. Have you come? अच्छा take the phone to that cab person. You coming back KK travel? You're coming by private cab? Take give that this phone to cab guiding. Give this phone to that cab driver. Hello. You came to Nashik was very, very well present. Is the cab person knowing that Ranjita Ashram? Okay. Otherwise I will guide him. At what time you are likely to come? Okay. After reaching ashram, just call me because I am staying in front of the ashram. Okay. Any problem you can contact me. Okay. Okay. Welcome. Bye. Old person, Walter.
Welcome. What time?
You go by 3-4. So only reading books, listening from any masters. You have to try, you have to stand on your own feet.
Прочтение, слушание мастеров не поможет на своих ногах стоять.
Not to depend on anybody. Okay, some extent you guys as a God with masters. Okay. At that time it is used to listen the story. Because of this layer of eligible body, you are not able to have conviction. So many questions, so many doubts. But nothing, not your fault. But to knowing the reality, you should have was okay, except if nothing is there. And it's open truth. There is no difference. It's open truth. This picture is not belong to you. Some other day, willingly and willingly, to leave this picture. Why? Because at the time of living world, there should not be any fear. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, what to do? Death and birth is not connected to the body only. It happens. But I'm not dying because I'm unborn. I brought the body. I was there. The individual says, let's give the example. Matchbox and stick, click, you see the fire. Correct? Matchbox and stick, click, you see the fire. Fire is everywhere. Fire is everywhere. After that fire, where the fire goes? It's not only here or heaven, it's everywhere. Similarly, presence and body click, you say, I. Prior to your presence was there. So I, to say I, the presence will say I, it was there prior to being there, to leave the body. Therefore it is called your Almighty God. Almighty God. God is given, name is given, ultimate. God, Brahma, Paramatma, not. Because we are counting all the ways with this. We are counting all the ways with this. Therefore we are unhappy, not peaceful. Why peace is required? Prior to being in a peace was required.
Чем нужно
After living body in peace is required. All needs, all requirement to tolerate this body only. Because body only not tolerable, therefore I want
все нужны
family, wife, family members, everything.
только для того, чтобы вынести это тело, потому что
Since morning to evening we are busy.
ты не
to take tea, to brush,
необходима жена, дети, развлечения,
Not be nothing out there.
для бытия ничего нет.
So that fact supposed to be convinced, not understand. Understanding something is a little bit. It is a fact. So till the fact acceptance spontaneously, you have to make the meditation.
Типа только это не
Not mean there is no meditation. Why knowledge is required?
необходимо для медитации.
Why master is required? After living body, the master is there. But master is required because we are unknown to ourselves, we are missing ourselves. It's like you understood that why I was begging on the street.
Для бытия не было никакого мастера, потому что мы забыли.
He was rich when you are working. And you are knowing that he is a rich person, he is son of a rich person. But he is unaware that he is rich. He is begging on the street. Similarly, you are already realized, but you are unaware of your realization. Because
Это уже реализовано,
layers of concepts are there.
как с этим
Master removing all layers. Or master removing all layers upon you.
Мастер просто
And showing your presence is ultimately, to which you are knowing all this.
показывает, что присутствие.
Not even that entire world is project out of your presence.
Что весь мир
In the morning there is no awakening to talk about the word. About the God. To say God, your presence is required. So unless that religious concept of the body dissolved totally, you are not able to know it. Only reading books, listening from. But search within yourself. And search will disappears.
Нужно искать внутри себя, тогда ищи.
A very simple knowledge. But you have to involve it. Yes, I have to know the game.
Просто знание необходимо твое обучение.
And this knowledge giving courage to accept reality.
Знание дает силу принять реальность.
To say I am Brahman is very easy.
Легко очень сказать, что Брахман.
These are the tests we are given, the 6 stages there. Forgive and forget tolerance. It happens spontaneously. When anybody try to irritate you, you can calm and quiet. It happens.
Поэтому всех этих вот 6 штук, 6 этих вот толерантность и так далее.
Though you are living in this world, you remain unconcerned with the world.
Потому что живешь в мире, ты
Do you do this? You have practical knowledge. Not to neglect your body. As an any doctor, you can take a help of the doctor. But there should be spontaneous conviction. This picture is not belong to me. It was a small child, a young boy, an old man, and some other people. That courage to accept the reality is most important. Knowledge is what? Just to identify oneself places. Or identify ourselves in body form, it's not reality. There is no karma. This is dharma, all this. Gita says, Sarva dharman parityaja mamya. To mention, forget about that, all religions are religions. Okay, it's not bad. It's created for the pacification. But now, in the name of religion, we're fighting with each other. Not being which religion out there? After living body, religion is there?
Для бытия не было никаких религий, ничего.
With the body buried or burned, no concern.
Тело закапывают, зажигают, тело все равно.
Body is having value because of your presence. Presence is shaped. What is the value of this body?
Присутствие любви, какая ценность тела.
Who is loving each other? Oh, I love you, I love you. Not love. Not loving the body, it is presence. So, you have to start from your own, not to depend upon you. You have to offer your own faith.
Должен на своих ногах ходить, не должен ни от кого не зависеть.
Not difficult. How long you depend upon the knowledge? Brahman, Atman, Brahman, Atman, Maya. destiny, no tolerance of future.
Atman, Brahman, karma, prosperity.
No karma, no dharma, no life birth, no destiny, nothing is. It's confusing.
Сознание только замешательство создает.
But to come out from all this vicious circle,
Должно выйти из этого.
not difficult at all.
Это не сложно.
All this tolerance, same speed with you, different with them. Bodies are different. Please, no, they're not different between you and everybody else. Not to measure yourself in body form. And for which again, meditation is the base.
Для этого медитация это основа.
Because meditation removing all the layers of you.
Медитация
It
стирает
has
слои.
say that antivirus software. Meditation is a kind of antivirus software. Knowledge is antivirus software. And the listening is not sufficient.
Просто слушания недостаточно.
Okay? Any question?
Yes.
Ask me.
Yeah, I mean, does the conviction appear spontaneously? I keep meditating.
If you practice, because suppose you're doing yoga, you're practicing exercise, you have to feed it. It is called after knowledge devotion. It is called after knowledge devotion. Keep your physical body fit, you are doing all this, eating, taking exercise, doing yoga, same thing. Because what happens? The breath is very sensitive. Sometimes you say, I can't miss it, I know, I'm there. Sometimes wrong representation coming there. There is not a stage. The spontaneous conviction. Simple. This body is called man. This body called man. So parents say this body called man. So I convinced. When I'm training a woman, very says you're a woman, it's telling you. It's spontaneous conviction. You're living as a body as a man, you're all actually as a man. Similarly, masters, you are Brahman. But you are not accepting it. To have spontaneous acceptance, you have to undergo meditation, strictly. This is the only way. I mean, listening so many from Martin. The base foundation, your foundation is not perfect, all your building will become exploding.
Основа, фундамент. Если фундамент слабый, то все рушится.
Any small aspect will perfect. More means any attractions of the world. You know the story of the Vishwamitra?
Yes.
60,000 years was tapa. The one beautiful lady came, spoiled all 60,000. Because subtle ego was there. You know the story of Vishwamitra?
История Священника, который 60 лет сидел и
Just knowledge. So those who want knowledge should be convinced, supposed to absorb.
Значит, что стало
If any beautiful lady came out, they will not attract. What beauty is there? Today's beauty will go on, she will be old lady afterwards. The beauty of the body is not remaining continuously. The thinking power appearing within you. So, all attractions are supposed to be disappear with the conviction. So, a lot of money you give somebody.
Эти привязанности, все желания.
Nothing with money. I want it. With my society, I am sufficient. Last time somebody came to me and said, I would like to offer you something, money for me. Why? I got pension. I don't want money. I don't expect anything. I'm expecting something. When you're coming here, you go with some having some knowledge. That's in my
Единственное ожидание, что ты понял знание, принял и
not to be a spiritual traveler.
не будете такого путешествия.
Not to be a spiritual traveler.
Come on.
There should be some stop, full stop.
Должна быть полная остановка.
People are coming, going to this place, that place. You go.
Когда люди приезжают в одно место, в другое место.
The places you got to go there. That convince. There's some people are going Himalaya, doing something. It's not okay. So there should not be spiritual travel. All your problems will be solved the moment you have permission. All problems are body-based problems.
Все проблемы, это телесные проблемы, и они решаются в момент рожденности.
Mind, ego, intellect.
Много интеллекта.
Mind, ego, intellect. Where are those plant beings?
Где они были добытия?
After living body, mind will remain.
Останутся ли
Ego will remain.
или эго?
They came along with the body, they have a body.
Они вместе с тем пришли, и вместе с тем.
This is reality.
Это реальность.
The reality already within you.
Это реальность уже.
Not to measure this form.
Не меряйся этой формой.
You can use this. But that is not to neglect this body. Take care. And anything happen, okay, let it happen.
Не нужно быть выбирать, но что случится.
It's a neighbor child. It's a neighbor child, 5-element child. Contain bone, blood, and flesh. Bone, blood, and flesh.
Что-то в итоге кости, кровь, и плоть, все.
The presence which is holding the body is having importance.
Здесь не важно,
So
что
this
присутствует
disabled for a
тело.
moment, oh, take a little bit.
Maharaj, is it our duty to take care of this neighbor child, or we can just let it
You
die?
can take my way. It's a duty. After knowing
Is
the
that
reality,
duty?
yes, but do it. Why to neglect for body?
Which is duty?
After knowing the reality, you can take care of the body. It's an instrument. Just like taking of your house. You're cleaning every day.
I'm thinking about the Ananda Mahima. She was like neglecting it totally. She wouldn't eat. She wouldn't. Yes.
Why to neglect it? The house which you are staying, you take care of it. This house which you are staying. Why am Brahman, so I take care of it? It's ego.
This is the house of the ego. This is not the house of essential.
You have our presence. The thinking is illusion.
Спрашивайте,
They shouldn't be
нужно
thinking.
заботиться
You
о
are like someone
цивилизации.
intellect, illusion.
Хорошо. Заботься, если твой дом это
Your presence is spontaneous.
Присутствие будет спонтанно.
Different from spontaneous one just like a sky. The sky is thinking what to do on houses. It's a big building. Space is there. Is that specifically what will happen to them? So like that, you have to become your teacher own, your master of your own.
Он говорит, что ты должен сам себе
You're
мастером.
neglecting internal masters.
Ты
We're hammering all the way. Your master, your master.
внутреннего мастера.
Okay.
Мы постоянно говорим, что ты мастер.
See within you.
Ну, как я могу.
What is it? Just keep a 5 minutes keep quiet. Say, what is there? Find out what is there. Just a glimpse of eye.
5 минут помолчи, в смысле, успокойся, посмотри, что внутри, там просто я...
Your business is spontaneous without even thinking. Not to apply intellect, mind, ego. It's okay for a routine purpose. Not to give so much importance to mind, ego, intellect. Thoughts are not to struggle with the thoughts.
Даже делать слишком большой
To
важность.
struggle with the thoughts.
Если...
We have to debate, argument, counter-argument.
Нет нужды за ними следовать. Просто...
Nothing to achieve. Yes, what is it?
А можно сказать, что спонтанное присутствие это как воздух, оно никому не принадлежит, но его не видно, но оно дает силу жить.
Наше пространство.
Ну, скажи, как воздух. Ну, как пространство, да, его не видно, ну, как воздух. Все-таки.
Is this like... is it like spontaneous presence, like air?
Yeah,
Like, it's not
Is it air
individual.
that like space in the
Yeah.
sky?
Оно не индивидуально, но при этом оно дает возможность жить.
So it's not individual presence, it's just presence, like air.
Yes, the air, sky, almost it. Whether you want to compare it like a sky, space.
Он говорит, ну да, как пространство, пространство.
Спонтанное присутствие, оно не индивидуально.
Не индивидуально.
Because of what you were guessing, how that I will be, how that presence will be.
Затем мы гадаем, как это будет присутствовать в том контексте.
You are not separate from presence.
Ты не отдельно.
I am attesting invisible presence within, not in the body.
Я говорю к этому присутствию, а не телу.
I am inviting attention of the invisible presence, the invisible listener within you, not in the body.
Внимание невидимого слушателя, а не тело.
The invisible does not have any shape or any face.
У этого присутствия нет ни формы, ни тела, ни лица никакого.
I am placing reality of the presence.
Я говорю реальности этого присутствия.
For which I use also so many words. Language.
Много слов использовать.
Be practical.
Это практично.
You can live happily if you want to join service. Oh, I'm a spiritual man, how can I join service? Till the age of 74, I'm sitting with the shop. Ranjit is also working in the old shop. I was also working in some bank. Spiritual is not blockage in a routine life. Not to depend upon anybody else. You always have friendship like this, not like this. Stand on your own feet, but what to say. Devotion is not placing the legs of the feet of the masters, putting garland. So it's necessary. It's necessary, not initiation is necessary. Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna, okay. You forgot your own Ram. Rama is there, Krishna is there, everybody, all God within you. Because to say God, your presence is required. You are given birth to the whole gods. It's open fact.
Can I ask a small question?
Yes?
Because it's like, for me it was like confusion last time, because when you say, for example, you should join, like, you should do this, you should do that, like duty or whatever, but there is nobody who is doing it. No?
Yes, that you are guessing. Till they have got conviction, they should went out. You should do this, that, because unless you have got spontaneous conviction, you have to do all these things.
No, I mean, for example, work or whatever, everything happens as itself. No?
It's correct.
But when you say, I should do this, I should do this, I should do more,
then not to take literal meaning, what I say, repeat it, I tell you. Not to take literal meaning, what I say, what I have to correct, that is most important. Language is just only signal. Language is just, I say to say I, it is individual. I always tell you. Yeah. To say I, it is individual. To say you, individual. To say Brahman, individual. It's an individual world. There is no I, there is no you. It's for just information, just for sharing the knowledge.
Talking.
It's for talking purpose. If you don't know ABCD, can you be master in language? If you do not have any alphabet, can you?
It's just because always now I'm doing. Like,
so there you go.
Ego, yes. No, just.
There is no doer, there is no deed.
Yes.
So so-called mind pricking you from backside, creating confusion. So-called mind, that concept, pricking backside. Oh,
this concept of doership.
Yes.
Of choosing, of doing, of controlling.
Be normal, be simple, be humble. Nothing has been happen, nothing going to happen.
This is the worst.
It's fact. Lot of beings, any thoughts are there. You are not knowing yourself, lot of beings. After living body, do you know anything about the world? Open to. Forget our spirituality. Simple knowledge. After living body, what is the value of the body? Who knows who am I? Lot of beings, we do know whether I am somebody else. I will plan that I am come taking birth in somewhere, some this country, that country. Because directly, indirectly, we are measuring ourselves in body form. Therefore, all concepts are there. And to dissolve all this concept, body-based concept, you have to undergo meditation.
But
Okay.
Сейчас спрошу по поводу того, что конкретно нужно делать там, смысл работы и так далее. В смысле, потому что мне нужно тихо сидеть, и так далее, в том, где можно вещами заниматься и так далее. Я говорю, на самом деле нету никакого дела, кто всем будет заниматься, кто там выбирать и так далее. Это все просто это говорит. Но я просто говорю, значит, чтобы алфавит все буквы, потому что на самом деле я тебе уже сказал, что нет никакого я.
so Maharaj,
Весь мир иллюзия.
meditation without faith will not do, right?
You have to keep faith.
You have to keep faith. So how do you keep faith? How do you generate faith?
It happens without any imagination.
Without?
Not to think about faith will be there.
Конечно, медитация без верности.
Faith is what is faith?
Spontaneous faith.
You know the story of the Eklavya, no? Very good story of the Eklavya.
Надо ее создавать,
knowledge.
просто делаем медитацию постепенно.
Master refused him to teach the archery because of the caste and creed. A very good example of that. You're talking about faith. Eklavya is a boy from forest, low caste. He went, he seen it is called kingdom. Dronacharya, the master, teaching archery to all these kingly people. He's about 10, 20 years boy. He went to the Dronacharya, said, I want to learn archery. Dronacharya said, I'm sorry, I'm unable. I have to teach only this king family students. He had from Lord. But he not discouraged. See, he had full faith in them. He went to the forest, prepared the statue of archery, boards, established it, statue, mud. And taking instruction from that mud masters. Oh, ma master, aiming this is correct or not? Reply, yes, my right. You know, the surprise, miracles. He learns such archery which is not taught by Dronacharya, anybody else. When they came to the forest for hunting purpose, along with all the students, came around with some dogs. Dogs are barking. His concentration disturbed, the boy was disturbed. So he aimed the arrows in the mouth in such a way there not be any blood sheets. Barking of the dog stopped. This is why the dogs are not barking. You see that some arrows inside their mouth. There is no any blood. With a great archery there. The company of Dronacharya, somebody is doing all this. Dronacharya is gone to this boy. And Dronacharya forgets that. If is one person, the boy will not be teaching archery. He asked that boy, who is the master? The master is Dronacharya. And I have taught you the archery. And he showed this the statue of the Dronacharya. The second story is most important. Because the exceptional art of archery is not taught to anybody else. But he wanted to take the taste of this boy. Because there should not be any ego. He said, if you are considering I am your master, I want to do that. Okay, what do you want?
Ничего не случится, ничего
I
не
want
случится.
to talk.
Поэтому все эти
Случай.
разговоры по практике, практичной жизни там, и так далее.
After having knowledge, you have to throw it out.
Просто разговор.
He said, I don't want to become warrior. I want to learn this thing. So after having conviction, I said, you have to throw out that knowledge also. It's called faith.
Потому что мы прямо легко намерим себя идти до самого верха. То, что все равно
Because the person
все эти разговоры.
shown that boy, you are rich person. He become master. He then faith because I knew I am rich. Yes?
Ну, просто есть привычка такая, все персонифицировать, все конкретизировать, да, персонифицировать. То есть если это там просветление или спонтанное присутствие, то есть желание неким образом пережить это. Такая особенность, телесная особенность психики, наверное. Привычка, все все человеческое конкретизировать, понимаешь?
What do you want to say?
I'm trying, как бы себе взять, присвоить.
Не
рамки какие-то.
Да, какие-то загнать в какие-то рамки существующие.
There is a habit of mind to grasp anything, you're not trying to catch, or even enlightenment or reality, you want to catch and say, well, this is reality, this is that.
Negative. Alright, person. ना तो एक बात काफी नहीं है। फिर बोलते हैं क्या ऊपर बोलते हैं? और नहीं रहता।
Short answer.
So my ego is like come up to us.
Ума интеллектный уже просто пришли.
What is the mind? You don't know. It's flowing of thoughts is called mind.
Поток мыслей тут можно называть.
Therefore, you concentrate meditation first. It will remove all these concepts.
Поэтому фокусируйся на медитации, на все постепенно концепты секрет.
Да, все концептуализировать.
Okay.